welcome to Ditsy's Diamond Den. So today we are going to be doing a whip and chat. If you are new to diamond painting, a whip and chat is basically just me working on my pretties and blathering on about all kinds of funny nonsense. So today I will be I'm still working on my Cuddles from Grandma by Regan Kubecek, and this is from Art and Soul. And just so you are aware, in case you like to know what we're using, I am using my Care Bear. This is like my dedicated Care Bear pen that I use for all my Care Bears. I am using my Black Dahlia Cucumber Melon so that not only am I just feel like a child with my Cucumber Melon from Black Dahlia, my Care Bears from Art and Soul. I am using Pineapple from our darling Dream Wax Studio. Their 2.0 version is what I'm using today. And I use all my trays. So I have trays from Yellow Dogs, Nix's Notion, and Bijou Bliss. Yeah, and Firefly is generally my go-to, and yeah, I use all of them. So we have a couple things to go over today. Fun stuff. We are going to go ahead and of course play the hot seat. At the end we're going to tell you guys about our meet cute. And I did want to let you know, for my members or for anybody that is thinking about becoming a member, we are going to start our monthly Zooms. And I do have our first Zoom, set your calendars, is going to be Wednesday, June 26th at 5 p.m. PST. And I will make sure that I get you the link to that well in advance. And we can get that all set up. Hopefully that'll be fun. If you guys want to check out my Zoom before joining my membership, just shoot me an email at ditsysdiamondden@gmail.com and be like, I think I might want to, but can I try it first? And yes, you can. And the same thing with the Jack Party Box. If you're like, oh my goodness, that looks fun, but I really just don't want to, do it if I don't like it, but I'd love to try it. Once again, just email me, and we're going to be having our first Jackbox party July 20th on Saturday at 4 p.m. PST. You don't need to buy anything for our Zoom meetings, and you don't need to buy anything for our Jack Party Boxes either. And then if you do decide you like it and would like to continue participating, you can join either my YouTube membership, or you can join our Patreon. They're $3. You get the same thing for $3 a month, and you get the same thing for either one that you decide to go through. The only thing that is kind of cooler about the YouTube is with the YouTube, you do get to during my lives, you light up and shine and sparkle a little bit more.
And you get some cool little happy face emojis. Yeah. And we're still updating and adding some of those.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody here, we're diamond painters. We love things that sparkle, right?
I think so.
I think so too. So, enough with the boring, hello, sell myself stuff. I always feel so gross doing that. Any other YouTubers out there always feel just a little gross when you're like selling your stuff like that. I don't know. So,
well, it's all money that goes back into diamond painting and all of our fans. It's something that's going to go right back into the channel and right back into all the subscribers and viewers. So I think it works out nice.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. Anybody that's been subscribed to my channel for a while knows how much I love to do my giveaways. So if you're new, yeah, love the giveaways. So for our meet cute, please keep in mind, so you guys know that we've been together for like ever and ever and ever. But what a lot of people don't know is that I already had my daughter. when I met Paul. I had actually had a Britney Spears marriage. Basically, I got pregnant at 16 and I was told you can marry this guy or live on the streets. And I was already living on the streets when I got pregnant and I didn't want to do that anymore pregnant. So I married him. Really good guy. So I mean, he was definitely, he was a good guy. He just wasn't my guy, you know. But 3 days after we got married, I was 17 years old in 3 days when we got married. And then 3 days after that, he shipped off to basic training. And we kind of just basically never saw each other again. He shipped off to basic and lived his own life. I stayed here in Oregon and I lived my own life. And that was just kind of it. So Britney Spears marriage. But I met Paul not long after I had my daughter. And so what's kind of funny about this story is it was a blind date and he did not even know it was a blind date. I was having some financial troubles because I'm 17. I have a child. I'm working at Taco Bell, you know, and I was thinking about moving to be with my ex-husband. And my adopted sister did not want me to move, so she's trying to set me up with people, and I did not want to even be in a relationship. I was already I was so down on marriage and just in general about feeling like I was controlled. But she set me up on this blind date, and I meet Paul. He didn't even know it was a date. And when I first met him, I was like, oh, he's cute. But I still didn't want a relationship. I don't know what his first impressions. I know he remembers the clothes I was wearing.
Yeah, I remember because they were like purple pants and a white t-shirt, I think.
Yeah, I always wore white t-shirts. It was the 90s.
Yeah, I wear white t-shirts. I still wear white t-shirts. I don't care. But purple pants.
What was your first impression of me when you first met me?
You were gorgeous.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I
don't think you've ever put it like that. What about my personality? Because I was so in your face back then.
You were, but you were still very happy. You are like you are today. Even if you were in your down moment or whatever was going on in your personal life at that time, it was not showing through that you were being negative in any way.
And then you got to know me, and
Yep.
You're like, she's crazy.
Then I got to know you, and I'm like, wow, somebody save me.
Yeah, so I do have mental illness, and I had mental illness back then also, but my natural, I do just naturally have kind of a hyper personality. But I do not have like ADD or ADHD or anything like that. That's just, I'm bubbly. In another life, I probably would have been a cheerleader. So we go to McDonald's, and that was our first date. We went to McDonald's and we got Happy Meals, which is where Paul first saw that, I was a grown child. Happy Meals, let's get toys. And he was staying with his dad and stepmom at the time out where we live now. But I guess we don't talk about this very often, like in between ourselves. But I guess, was he like on vacation or something? What was going on with that?
They went somewhere out of town. And my dad, of course, didn't trust me as a teenager. So he like locked and trapped and made it to where I could not get back into my house.
And you were supposed to be staying with Landon or something?
Yeah, I was supposed to be staying with a friend. And I don't remember what happened. But it didn't work out. And then I ended up staying at your place.
Yeah. So we go to McDonald's and everything, and we're just hanging out, and we're talking, and, he's telling me about how his dad had locked him out of the house, and I had my own apartment, me and my daughter did, and he asked if he could, crash on the couch, and of course, like teenagers, you're like, yeah, sure, cool, dude. And I honestly don't remember much more of our first date.
I don't either. I don't even remember what we did like after that, other than we went back to your apartment.
Yeah, so here's the part where I'm like, don't judge us. Last week on our live. So, Paul, 16 years old, young stud that he is, he's sitting on the couch, and me and my adopted sister are both kind of flirting with them, and he's just like, oh yeah. And then my adopted sister fell asleep, and I jumped him. And so after I jumped him, the very first thing he asked me afterwards, I will let you tell them what you asked me afterwards.
I said, what's your name?
So yeah, right after I jumped him, he asked me what my name was, and I don't know, do you want to be the one that tells them what I asked you?
No, you go ahead. I don't mind. I'm not embarrassed.
No. Well, because you basically almost were.
Yeah.
I asked him if he was a virgin.
It was close, but no, I wasn't at that time.
Yeah, so
she caught me like a few months too late.
Yep, just a couple months too late. Almost got him. So yeah, that was our meet cute, and then
we've just been together almost ever since.
Yeah, but we weren't like together. Like we never were boyfriend or girlfriend for quite some time, because I was still talking about moving to Georgia, and he's just like, hey, can I stay with you? And he was like really helpful around the house. He cleaned and everything, and I'm like, live-in maid? Heck yeah, you can hang out.
And I did our daughter's hair and pigtails and stuff.
He used to go to the old folks' home and steal flowers for me.
You can't steal flowers that are near the sidewalk. That's just picking them. I didn't have a job. I wasn't very I was job adjacent at that time.
Yes. Yep. And so he just, I think I reached the degree to where my wax is finally starting to make a little bit of meltiness, because I'm getting wax on my drills, and I normally never do that.
It can be just because it is warm in our house today. It got actually hot finally.
Yeah.
And we've got the big lights up, and we're both in here, the door's shut, and it just makes this just a little hot box.
Yeah, I don't know, what is it, like 87 in here?
No, it's higher than that right now. It's probably around 90.
Yeah, so at 90 degrees, the wax starts to melt. Not bad, Anastasia, not bad at all. Let me go ahead and move over to my super stick and see how that is doing in this heat.
I'm just using tweezers, so I'm not having any problem with wax or putty or anything sticking to my drills.
No, but you sure sniffed the...
I did. I sniffed my Dream Wax blueberry cheesecake, and I do that every time I come in here before I work on my painting.
Yeah, and so if you're ever curious about how well the putty and waxes hold up in the heat, just watch my channel, because I get hot here. Nope, I'm just melting on my wax. That's okay. It doesn't bother me. It bothers some people. So yeah, we still weren't like together. We were just kind of hanging out, and I wouldn't even say we were dating, because he just kind of...
I just kind of showed up and never left.
Yeah.
Like a stray dog.
Yeah, he was just kind of like a stray puppy. He just showed up, and he never really left, and...
I tried to be helpful since I didn't have a job.
Yeah. And then I remember... This is something that we always are like ha-ha about, because I remember so clearly the night I fell in love with him, but he does not remember the night that he fell in love with me. So I lost my apartment, and me and Paul and my daughter were all staying in a hotel, and I was really down. I was like, I'm 17 years old, I have a kid, I'm on my own, I don't think I can do this. And I had my ex, who, once again, well, he's a good guy. And I was like, I think I just need to call him and go to where he is, because I don't think I can do this on my own. I'm failing, you know? And Paul wrote me this beautiful letter. I still have it. Maybe I should pull it out and read it to you. And basically, I should have pulled out the letter. it's beautiful. He says, he was like, all day today, you kept asking me what was wrong and why I seem like I'm so upset. And you gotta remember, we not talked about relationships. And he's like, um, I have fallen in love with you and I am in love with your daughter, and nothing in my life will ever make sense without you. And the fact that you're thinking about leaving, well, I understand why, you feel like you need to. I want you to stay. I want you to stay and be with me and give us a chance. And we were sitting in my little Nissan that he ended up getting impounded a couple weeks later because he didn't tell me he didn't have a driver's license, and I loaned him my car.
Oh no!
He got pulled over and they impounded my car.
I didn't know they'd do that. I was just 16 years old. Come on.
Yeah, they left him on the side of the road with my car seat and my
I
daughter.
grabbed the car seat.
Yeah, they let him grab the car seat and then just dumped him and my daughter in the summer on the side of the road. But yeah, so he was just like, we're sitting in my little Nissan, and there was a Journey song playing, and I'm sitting here and I'm looking at him and I'm reading these beautiful words, and we'd been like hanging out for a couple months by then, and I was just like, I think I fell in love with this dude. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. But I had, and I don't know. Did you? I don't think you meant to fall in love with anybody either.
No, I didn't. I was not looking. Like I said, I didn't even know we were on a blind date.
No.
Nobody told me. Really, like, nobody said anything. I had no idea.
Your sister knew.
See, she didn't tell me nothing.
No, but Carly knew right off the bat, because when she met me, she's like, I've never seen him be this way with another girl before.
Yeah, because I was not nice to my ex-girlfriends. I wasn't mean. I wasn't like a bully or anything. I just was not. I didn't care if they were there or not.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm gonna go. I'm like, bye.
Yeah, it was something we talked about in therapy, about the fact that he really only had girlfriends, kind of, because it was expected. He was really into sports, to the point to where girls were just kind of like an afterthought when he was younger.
They would line up in the bleachers. It was really weird as a kid playing sports, because I was pretty good at baseball. And so they would be like lined up in the bleachers, all giggling and laughing and everything. It was kind of strange.
Yeah. So basically, they'd just be like, oh, we want to date you. And he'd be like, cool. And then they would call him too many times, and he would just stop answering the phone.
I ghosted people before I knew what it was.
Yes, he did. And so, yeah, after that, we just kind of, he never really asked me to be his girlfriend or anything like that. It was like after that, I fell in love with him, and we started talking about building a future together, although I was really adamant at the time that marriage wasn't something that I was interested in. I had not gotten a divorce yet. As a child, I didn't realize that I probably could have gotten an annulment.
Yeah.
Because of the way that went down.
Yeah, but what did we know? We didn't know anything back then.
Yeah, I didn't know anything. So I didn't know anything about annulments. And it actually took me 3 years to get a divorce.
Yeah, to get it all finalized, yep.
Yeah, because I was just like, I'm really just not into marriage. And at the time, he was like, cool. But then we started talking about having kids, because I told him I don't want Boo to be an only child, and I also don't want like a lot of years separated, because I only want 2. And he only wanted 2, so that was perfect. So we decided to actually, at 17 and 18, we were like, let's just go ahead and get it done. That was really just the way we were like, we know we want 2 kids, so let's just get it done, and then, one of us can get fixed.
It was me.
And that's it. That's how we met. It was just something that happened really slow and natural, and it wasn't something that we forced. We were just friends.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. And it turned out great, even though nobody believed we'd stay together.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, for years, our whole family was just like, there's no way you guys are going to stay together. And it's like, I don't know. And they should have realized when I said yes after you kept asking me, after we had Brian, and you're like, oh, we should get married. And I'm like, nah, we don't need to do that. And you're like, I think we should.
Yeah. And eventually I wore you down.
Yeah, eventually he wore me down. And that should have been the first thing that I was willing to give marriage a try.
Yeah, and we didn't do a big wedding. We just did a courthouse with our parents there. That was it. There was nothing fancy about it. We didn't have friends there. It was just family in a judge's office, and it took like 3 minutes.
Yeah, and then afterwards we went back to my adopted mom's house, helped them put in some bathroom flooring. Paul broke his wedding ring the day we were married, which which we thought was going to be like a bad thing because we just bought like the $25 gold bands that you could buy off of Fingerhut on credit.
So yeah, if you remember Fingerhut, leave us a comment down below.
Yeah. So that is, we got our wedding rings for $25. He broke his on our wedding day. And then we stayed at this really scary hotel.
We were super poor, guys.
We were so poor when we were younger. So we stayed at this really scary hotel and we played bingo. And he won one night and I won the next night.
Yep. And back then it was like $600 or $800.
We both won $300. So we won $600 on our honeymoon. And back then the hotels were only like $39.99 a night.
If
so
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was not like any type of. It was no name brand hotel, hotel because it wasn't a motel.
No, but there were sketchy things going on all night, all around us. It was that kind of hotel.
Yep, where you park right in front of your room. Those creepy ones.
Yeah.
Not where you've got a hallway and a locked door,
Yeah, no. It was one of this. It was like the sketchiest, cheapest one we could find in town.
Yep.
So that is our meet cute. Just two.
It's meet cute.
Meet cute. Meet cute. That is our meet cute. Sorry, he watches more romance comedy than I do.
What? I love it.
And and I love my lawyer shows, which he hates.
Ugh.
But yeah, we just kind of two stupid kids who played house and ended up falling in love.
Yeah, we were just meant to be together.
We were. And then we always like to joke that we tricked each other because we're not the same people now that we were then.
No,
like when we first got together, you guys see it in the video, but that's not how like he always is. And he actually just started learning this again since we started our channel, and you guys have helped with that, but how to play.
Yep. Oh yeah, they've definitely helped with that.
Oh yeah, because when he was younger, he was like the class clown, and for years he was just really serious and really dour, and you like could not get him to crack a smile. And with the therapy and with the channel, you guys bring out his goofy side, and I love it.
Yeah, I know. If any of my clients watch this, they're gonna be like, "Who is this guy?"
Oh, seriously, they're gonna be like, "I didn't know he knew how to smile."
Yeah, he's always like, "Just sign these contracts."
Yeah. Yep. And
shakes my hand because I'm old school like that, and then I leave.
Yeah. And I was fun, but I don't think I had embraced my funny as much back then as I do now, because back then I still kind of had the weight of the world on my shoulders, so I would let my happy sneak through, but I had so much on my shoulders for a long time that I don't think I was as playful, and then you got less playful.
Yeah, I mean, it happened. I mean, we didn't use any type of food stamp or have government assistance, so we always...
Not that we think that it's bad.
No,
for us, it was
bad.
A point of pride because everybody told us we were going to amount to nothing.
Yeah, and that we were going to be on this forever, and we're like, we're not even going to do that.
Yeah, we're stubborn.
Accept it. We're going to both work, and we did. And we did pretty good.
Yeah. So... yeah, it's not that we don't think those programs don't help people. For us, it was just the fact that everybody said we were going to get divorced. Everybody said we were going to be jobless and that we were going to be losers and that we were going to amount to nothing because we got pregnant so young and got married so young. And Paul and I both are just like the kind of people to be like, hold my beer.
Yeah, we're going to show these people.
Yeah.
And we did.
And we did.
And we have been married longer than any of my family members. All of them, I believe.
Yeah, we have been. Nana and Papa
They've
have
got us beat.
by
So,
like 6 months.
yeah,
Not by very much.
that's close.
Yeah. But yep, we've been longer than pretty much anybody else that we've ever known.
Yeah, I'm thinking back, besides my brother Grant, all of my brothers and sisters have been married and divorced.
Well, that's because Tabitha's just like, no.
Too good for him. Tabitha's too good for
I'm
you,
sorry,
Grant.
it's true.
No, I just told him. He knows.
It's true.
He watches occasionally, so.
His wife is awesome.
She is.
And he is a lot like,
He's a lot like me.
he's a lot like Paul was in his dark years. And
Yeah.
so
He's so much better. He's fantastic with his children. He's a great guy, and he actually cares about stuff, which is very rare to find that in people nowadays, that they genuinely care. Because he definitely did not used to be like that.
no. But you didn't used to be either
No,
until
no.
you met me.
That's true. So it takes a good woman to bring out a good man.
Yeah, you were very like, mind your business, or do this or do that, and you were raised around people that were really close-minded.
Yeah.
About certain things in your life, and so you didn't like.
I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I needed to be learned.
He needed to be learned, and he has been learned. And I do love that about him, because he was raised in an old school home where
We went to church.
yeah, and there were just certain beliefs that
Yeah.
I'm personally not okay with, and that Paul he didn't understand microaggressions, I think is the way to put it, until I like explained microaggressions to him. And for any of you that are offended, tough poopies, white privilege, he did not understand that because of the way that he was raised. And then when he met me, he was just really open to, oh, okay, I understand that now. And now he notices it when other people do like microaggressions.
Oh,
And
yeah.
stuff.
No, definitely.
And he calls him out on it.
Yep. I don't care. It don't hurt me to call somebody out on it. Hopefully it brings it to their attention.
Yeah. So like I said, for any of you guys that are offended, I am not sorry, because I love everybody. I love everybody. That's just the way it is. And I make no apologizing for having too much love in my life. Okay, off my soapbox. I sound all mean.
Yeah.
I'm like, I will love you, and you will take it.
I'm going to hold you down and love you.
Oh, it's what my therapist are working on, is the fact that I can't force my love on people. And it's
No.
really hard for me.
Some people you just have to let sink. Some people don't want to be saved. They like sinking, and they like sinking others. So those are the people, if you can try to reach out, if they continually bat your hand, or you're trying to feed them and they bite you. No, you just eventually have to be like, okay,
Yeah.
you can do it on your own.
So today we're working. Our WIP is Alicia. I am a WIP.
You're a constant work in progress. But hey, so is everybody. Everybody should be. If you get stagnant, you're never going to grow.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, so I am the WIP. So, you ready to do our hot seat?
Hot seat.
I have no idea how long I've been talking. It feels like forever.
All right, so question number 1, and most of you should know this already, but actually, hold on, I gotta fix these. I put them in the wrong order.
Because this question has been asked a few times in a few different ways. So let us know if you got it right.
Yeah, because I'm sure it's come up before, not this exact one, but something in it.
It's had the same answer. It's just been asked different ways.
Yeah, it's always going to be the same answer whenever this particular question comes up. So number 1, which celebrity would I most want to be friends with?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes, Ryan Reynolds, definitely 100% down, hands down. Ryan, if you see this, hit me up. And for you, I chose Drew Barrymore.
Yes, it is. And
Yes.
the same goes, hi, Drew. I'm friendly. Let's be friends.
Too friendly, Drew. Run. Run! All right.
Your brother has met her, and I'm so jealous. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
sure he has too.
I know. It's like, dude, slip her my phone number.
All right, number 2. My face is on the cover of a cereal box. What is the slogan?
Oh, it's Cilios.
Cilios. Oh, that's good. Not what I put, but I like that. And mine is just one bite won't kill you.
That is a really long cereal box slogan. Just one bite won't kill you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, all right.
And for you, I put, they're yummers.
I put cheery nutters.
Cheery nutters.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
I should name stuff. Cilios. Cheery nutters.
It's probably out there named something like that already.
Oh, I know.
All right, number 3.
Do they have a job like that where you just get to name stuff?
Sure, I mean, but then they throw it in front of a giant crowd and they all vote on it if they like it or not.
I think I'd be a good namer.
Yeah. All right. Number 3. What is something I wouldn't do for $1 million?
Eat any type of anything that comes out of a body, like snot.
Yeah, no, I probably could not.
If somebody offered you $1 million to like stick your tongue up my nose, you'd be like, no.
Oh, I would do it, but
you
I
think
wouldn't-
so?
Oh yeah, I would not like it. Not one bit. Not one
Anybody
bit.
got $1 million? I want to see if he really stick his tongue up my nose, because I seriously don't think he would be able to actually do it. I think he would get really close and he'd be like, I can't. I'm sorry.
Do it. No, I would force myself to do it. But skydive, I just couldn't. I couldn't do it unless I passed out and fell out of the plane, and then somebody pulled my chute. That's the only way.
Although, you know, on the other side, I would push him out of a plane.
Yeah.
As long as he had a parachute on for $1 million.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I was saying. I would go up in the plane. I would have my parachute on, but I could not like physically throw myself out the window. All right, so
throw
yours,
yourself out the window
or whatever. The door, the hatch, whatever they want to. I don't know what it is. I've never looked into skydiving. I'm never going to. I put, you would do anything for $1 million. I can't think of one thing you wouldn't do.
I wouldn't hurt an animal.
Oh, duh. Number 4, what question will I never say yes to?
Any. Your automatic response is no.
You won all questions. I will never say yes to any question.
Unless Shay asks it.
Nope, not even then.
Nope. I'm gonna start going through Shay. I'm gonna be like, hey Shay, will you ask Paul if I can have a new car?
Be like, nope. All right, so for you, I put, can I eat the last brownie? That's one question you will never say yes to.
Well, that depends on how old the brownie is.
Let's just say it's fresh out of the thing. People came over, they ate them all. There was one left. We were getting ready to go to bed, and I'm like, hey, can I go have that last brownie?
You know, you're right. I put nothing because generally I say yes to everything. I'm always like, yeah, let's do it. Let's try it.
Nope. She'd be like, don't you touch my brownie. I mean, she'll tell me, like, outright, do not touch my brownies. And then I know I don't touch her brownies.
Well, that's not necessarily true. You
if
pick
you
at
leave
it.
them in there,
You'll pick at it. You'll take
that's,
tiny
I
little
just cut
picks.
a little tiny slice off every once in a while.
And he hopes I won't notice that it's slowly getting smaller and smaller.
It's not the same size as the others.
Oh.
It happens. All right, number 5. What puts me in a good mood immediately?
Oh, the days that we get to spend all day in the pool.
Oh, that does put me in a good mood, but I put free stuff. I like free stuff. I don't know why.
Like
Even if it's garbage, like my dad had a couple TVs, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take those, no problem. They're in the garage. They were in the garage. I just took them to the junkyard recycling.
Yes.
So, but it was free at the time, and I was like, yeah.
And then he brings it home, and I'm always like,
yeah, she's like,
dude,
what?
we just did a dump run.
Yeah, so I had to do another dump run, but I recycled them.
Yes.
Okay, so what puts you in a good mood immediately? I say music.
Music was correct. Ding,
Yes.
ding, ding, ding. Man, when we're doing our whip and chats, I need to think of something besides the wax. Because without the fan and with the door shut and these lights, it feels like it's like 98 degrees in here.
Yeah, it's warm. It is super warm.
Yeah.
We'll figure out something better for it. Or I'll just drop the air conditioner down when we're doing these.
Yeah, that might be a good thing because like my wax just kind of went across all my drugs, and usually it doesn't bother me, but it is so coated. I'm gonna have to get tweezers and like clean this.
We'll do that. We'll just turn it down, put the air down on like 74 or something for these. All right, so number 6, I'll be the last one in the room to blank.
Eat something I don't like. I'll be like, I'm not hungry.
Me?
Oh, you? Shoot! Oh, I just messed up.
Okay, so I'll be the last one in the room to blank. Me.
Streak.
I would be the last one in the room. And actually, no, I wouldn't care about that. I would be the last one in the room to smile if it was like a contest. I would win that contest.
I don't know about that. Yeah, probably. Because I always have to yell at you to laugh at me. I'm like, I said something funny, and you'd be like, no, it wasn't. And I'll be like, laugh anyways.
For you, you would be the last one in the room to stay quiet. If we were all playing a quiet game, she would be the last one to stay quiet.
I don't know, because if you put me in a room full of people, I actually sit back and people watch.
True.
If I am in a room full of people, I like to people watch and see how they interact with others to decide whether or not I even want to bother introducing myself.
Or interacting.
Or interact with them. Yeah.
Okay.
I like to watch their personalities be tested on other people first.
All right, so number 7, which body part would I miss the most if it were gone?
Anything that is in the general vicinity of your bathing suit.
No. I put legs.
Really? You would miss your
legs? But then I thought about it, and I was like, actually, it's my hands. I do a lot of stuff with my hands. My legs, I can roll around. You can roll me to different places, and I can still do things. But without hands, I couldn't really do a lot. I mean, I had to learn how to use my mouth to do, like, I couldn't use tweezers anymore. I'd have to use a pen to place my drills. So, yeah, I would say hands.
Yeah, and I was going to say, even if you were in a wheelchair, you love it, like, when you're floating in the pool, and I, like, motor you around.
Yeah, that is fun. For you, I also put hands.
No, I put eyes.
Yeah, really?
Because I'd never be able to see your beautiful face again.
Aww, but you would be able to hear.
But I want to be able to see you. I annoy him because he's constantly like, what are you staring at? What do you want? And I'm like, you're pretty. And he's like, oh my God, gag me with a spoon. He's like, just stop. And I'm like, but you're pretty.
I'll just stop it. All right, so number 8, what will be written on my gravestone?
Literally loved to death. I will have snuggled him too hard at some point and accidentally smothered him. Yeah, he's going to be 90 years old and I'm going to like tackle him and be like, I love you so much. And he's going to be like,
Nope, I put some rando lays here.
Nope, it is going to be literally loved to death. His wife accidentally crushed him to death while hugging him.
No, and for yours, I put she loved and was loved.
Oh. I put a middle finger.
Huh? Well,
I'd have like a middle finger or some kind of sarcastic quote. Or somebody punny lies here.
Somebody punny lies here.
Yeah.
That would have worked too.
I want something humorous on my gravestone. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
That's it. We talked about our Zoom. We talked about our Jack. We talked about our meet cute. And we did some hot seat. If there's any other kind of videos that you guys would like to see us do, or if you have any questions that you'd like for us to answer, please let us know in the comments. And as always, there is nothing more beautiful that you can do for me and my channel than to hit the like button. And if you were amused, subscriptions are always appreciated, but not demanded. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Thanks, guys.